So you say you want a video on the coffee cup. Notice I'm putting them in a new document, but that's just because I don't even feel like looking for where the other document is. But you should try to continue to put all the lessons or all the exercises for a particular assignment within one document. It makes it easier for me to grade. It makes it easier for you to work with. So just another pointer, they always give you an assembly as a default, like when you create a new document. And we will be making things with assembly soon, but you don't need to keep it because we're not making anything. I'm going to rename this before I even make it. Coffee cup slash mug slash whatever. Sketch on the front plane. Now, remember before we've told you can hit N to go normal. You can just click on front too to go normal. And when you hit P, remember what you're doing is you're just hiding all these so they don't, the lines for them don't get in the way. You can always bring them back either by hitting P or by manually doing it over there in the menu. Okay, so we want a construction line. I'm supposed to be in millimeters. I am. Doesn't really matter, but here we are. We're in millimeters. Now we need to make lines. Oh, I came out of the sketch because I went into the other menu. Go back into the sketch. Make a line there and there. And then another line there. Oh, where's my line? A line there to there to there. Escape line. Arc. And it says they need to be tangent, so they flow right into each other. Those don't need to be tangent, right? No, just those two. Dimensions. Oh yeah, because I didn't pick the construction lines. So try it again and do it the right way. Dot construction line. Now it's a diameter. Dot to dot is 40, and the radius of that is 90. That looks right. It's all black, so it's fully constrained. And now they want us to use the offset command. What is good that they learn the offset command, or at least they're doing it. Oh, flip, you're on that side. That side, that side. And that should be 6. Problem with offset is it always goes perpendicular. So like when you have straight lines, sure, you know, this point here and then perpendicular to that point is straight up this way. So then the other point is on that line. But when you're offsetting this point right here, if you look perpendicular to it, right, making a 90 degrees with, you know, where that arc finishes right there, would make it there. So the offsets are always perpendicular. So that's why that point isn't there, and we need to. Oh, so they say use coincident. I'm going to do it two ways, and I'll hit undo. So the first way you do it, or one way you can do it, is you can extend it to there using the extend command. Very nice. Extend and trim and split. Those are very good. Oh, a little shortcut. I think we should start trying to memorize the little keyboard shortcuts for some of these things. Like the coincident command shortcut is the letter I, and the line command shortcut is an L. I think if we want to get really good and faster and better, we're going to hold on. Let me pause this because there's a phone. Okay, well, after that very important phone call, let's see where we left off. Oh, we were saying that you can use the extend command to make that connect there and be coincident, in addition to using the coincident command. I don't think there's been any previous ones where we get experience using, where is it again? No, that's fill. Oh yeah, right in there. It's trim and extend. But hopefully there's some trim and extend where, like, when I was first taught CAD and AutoCAD Release 14 by a very expertise person, like he said, these are what the pros use to be faster. So we'll get more experience with it. Okay, so it looks like it's supposed to. Ba-ba-beep-ba-boo. Next slide. They say call it main sketch. Really, it's nice to do that, but it's not that important to name it. Not it now. It's good practice for what you're doing later. All right. So, couple things. I'm going to do it the way they say, but I'm also going to tell you, like, when you're revolving, they say revolve the whole thing, and then we're going to cut it out later. Okay, but you could also, oops, that's not the right one. You could also just revolve that inner profile right there. So, but that's not how they want to do it. They want you to fill in the whole thing and then cut it out later. So that's how we'll do it, even though I don't agree with it. Cup example. Rename it in the parts list. I'll rename it to I just renamed you coffee cup. Remember, what's important here is learning the thing. This isn't some project professionally, so if you don't name it perfectly, nobody's taking points off of that. We're just learning how to do things. Like when you're professional, sure, you want to name your parts. In fact, I'll show you real quick something as to when it is important to name your parts. So the backhoe that Ian made in CAD 2, which is a detailed assembly, notice that all the parts are named here. Why is that important? Because then if you have a bill of materials, it names there's the name of the parts, and then there's the quantity. And then if you do an explosion view, does he have the explosion view? There it is. If you do the explosion drawing with a bill of materials, come on, load it up. Right, see, there's the names, there's the quantity, there's the item, and it is loading the thing. Load it up. I'll refresh it. Maybe that'll make it faster. Pluses and minuses to being internet-based. See? So there's all the parts, and when you name the parts, then it matters. But for what we're doing, doesn't matter. Name it whatever. Okay, now we need to make the thing. So let's look at the front view. Let's hide this. Show the sketch. Hide the part. Create a sketch. on the front view. Okay. Line, construction line, goes to there. 3-point arc, not construction, goes to there. Needs to be tangent. Why? Because then they'll flow together. It may have already made it there automatically. And that looks good. Now let's see, what are the dimensions? Dimension is D. Let's just start using the, getting better at using the keys. Little hot keys, they're called. Hot. You get fast and efficient running hotkeys for any program. I mean, if you're like me and you're a gamer on the computer, you learn the hotkeys so you don't have to like click everything with your mouse. And they want this renamed to path. And then they want you to, and I like to do this from the isometric view, they want you to make a plane. This is going to be a plane for the profile. Oh, not that point. Hit escape, plane again on the line, and on that point, and it should be a curve point. And there's the plane, and you'll see it's perpendicular to that line and going through that point, and that's what we want. So okay, so we need to make a sketch on that plane. We'll hit N to go normal to that plane. We'll rotate it around a little bit. Actually, oh, there we go. And then we need an ellipse there. Oh, there. And it needs to have dimensions of 14 by 10. If you didn't click to start your ellipse on that point, then you'll need to use the coincident constraint to the center point of the ellipse and that point on the end of the path. Okay, so that sketch is done. And then we're going to do a sweep. There is, and then there's the path. And oh, I forgot the thing. If you don't want it to be a new part, you've got to tell it to be an add to the original part. And if it looks red because there's a problem, just tell it to merge. And it should be fine. No? Yes? Oh, it's because I have it hidden, so it hit automatically. Now we want to cut out the center. The way to do that is to hit revolve, and then you want to select this interface, but you can't click on it. So you want to, you don't want to hide the whole thing. You can right click on it, make it transparent, then click on the part of the sketch you want. The revolve axis is there. You need it to be a remove, accept it, close the transparent, and you're done. I also will hide the plane, and I will re-hide the main sketch. And there's your coffee mug, John. And that is it.